Bishop, founder and licensed game of chess. I wanted to give y'all a game analysis, a game that I played in the National Open in Las Vegas. This happened last weekend. I played this on Sunday. This was my game. I played on Sunday. It was actually Sunday. This was actually my fifth round. I played in my fifth round of this tournament, and I needed a win. You know what I mean? So I played against a woman candidate master. Her name is Aski Aswaran. I really don't know how to say the name right, but she was at 1808. I played as white, she played as black, and I'm about to show you this game. It's a very interesting game. Obviously I play E4, she plays C5, I go B4. I wanted her to take so I could do the gambit, but she didn't take, so she just go E5. I go B, capture C5, and she goes bishop capture C5. When she did that, I go knight F3, and then she go knight C6. Now, originally I wanted to go pawn C3, which is where I wanted to go, but I guess I didn't like the knight F6. But I was just thinking, because I was kind of nervous, and my nerves was like going, my nerves was all over the place, because I was like, I needed to win, you know what I mean? So, and my nerves got the best of me, but I thought maybe C3 would have been good, and if she went knight F6, then D4, she takes, I take. If she wanted to go bishop B4 with a check, still got knight catches E4. Even if I go bishop captures, she takes. Even though I probably still would have had something or whatever, but it's not really all that bad. I'm not really doing too much. I felt like maybe black would have had some play, so I didn't want to put myself in that position. So I kind of felt like I was playing like very cautiously. That's just me. I feel like I was playing cautiously. So that's why I just went bishop C4 just to develop, get my pieces out. She go knight F6, I go knight C3. She castles, and then I decide to castle. I feel like I was playing real cautiously because of my nerves. She went A6, trying to go B5, push my bishop out the way, but also gain some space. And maybe if she go B5, she could go bishop B7, targeting my pawn on E4, to put some pressure. So to prevent all that, I just went pawn A4 to stop that. She goes D6, and I go H3 just to stop the bishop on G4, because that bishop on G4 will be an annoying pin, and I feel like maybe she could get some counterplay with that, and I want to prevent that, So she played bishop E6, and obviously I didn't want to take, because if I take and she takes, I feel like she will gain some type of control on a D file. And even if I wanted to try to put some pressure on the E6 pawn with the knight G5, I feel like it's not going to get me anywhere, because I don't have enough, or I really don't have any, I don't have the pieces placed right in order for me to get to that E6 pawn or weakness. I feel like I didn't have that right now. So I felt like this would have been a wasted move if I would have took. But also I felt like I was giving black initiative by taking on the bishop. So I prevented that. So what I did is I just went D3, still trying to get my bishop out, to a better square, and not only that, if I'm about to explain this, she did take the bishop. When I took this gesture, I'm probably thinking like, you're weakening your pawn structure. Well, I know y'all heard the saying, sometimes rules are meant to be broken, and in some cases, it depends on the position. The reason why I did this was because, number one, obviously I'm preventing her from pushing the B5 pawn, because I just want to pawn back, and then doubling my pawn. But also I have a nice d5 square that I'm controlling, with the c4 pawn, the e4 pawn. And not only that, maybe if I get that bishop out the way, I can potentially double up my rook and put pressure on the d6 pawn. But again, that's once I get the dark square bishop out the way. So that's the reason why I did it. I feel like, I had some space, I had some activity, I could do something, and she actually went bishop e4, trying to win that pawn on e4. And again, and I didn't really explain it to y'all, but before that move, like when I played this d3 pawn, I already saw that she could potentially win that pawn on e4. So I just want y'all to get that real quick. I didn't miss a move or anything. I knew that she could win the pawn. I was calculating as far as I can go. I just felt like her taking a pawn would somehow give me some type of activity and some more threats. So bishop b4, I go knight d5. She decides to win a pawn. And again, if you look at this position, again, remember I was telling you earlier, if I could get that dark square bishop out the way, I might have some chances. I could start creating some dark square weaknesses, things like that, right? So, and that's pretty much what I did. I took. Now, this is where the position gets critical. After she takes, I was like, you know what? If I don't do something quick, she may have some advantage or whatever, right? So I decided to take some risk, I don't know. I decided to take some risks, and I wanted to use the dark squares because I have a great dark square bishop piece that could definitely potentially cause some weaknesses. And if I could get some of these pieces out the way, I can have some chances of attacking the king. So what I did was I pretty much let her try to fork me. Obviously, if you look at this position, I'm about to win a piece because I'm forking the knight on b4 and I'm forking the knight on e4. So whether the knight on e4 move to f6, I'm gonna take the knight on b4, or if the knight on b4 moves to c6, then my queen's gonna take on e4, and then I'll be up a piece. So with that being said, she really has no choice but to fork me. To take my rook. So that's why I went queen captures e4, knight captures a1, and I went knight g5. Obviously, she can't go pawn a6 because queen a7 mate. I know other options y'all probably looking at. What about f5? Now, the point of f5 is queen d5 check. If she decides to go king h8, obviously, she's a very smart person, a smart chess player. Obviously, I'm not gonna play hope chess. Trying to get her in the smothers mate. I'm pretty sure I know the smothers mate. Knight f7 check, king g8, knight a6 check with double check. King gotta move here, and then queen g8 check, and then rook captures g8, and then knight f7. That would be checkmate, right? That's like a basic mating pattern. I didn't feel like she was going to fall for this anyway. But if she would have went to f5, most likely I would have went knight e6. And if you look at this position, if she decides to go queen e7, then I still have that bishop g5 threat. So not only am I about to win a rook, but I'm also threatening rook captures a1, and then I should be actually good. I actually be up a piece by that time. But she doesn't have to go queen e7. I mean, she could go stuff like queen e8. She could do that as well. If I go knight captures f8 and queen captures f8, I still got bishop a3. The whole point of this is, trying to gain some initiative, trying to do something. So if she decides to try to protect, or, if she tries to protect, her knight or whatever, things like that. Then I still got bishop captures d6. Obviously rook d8 wouldn't be good. Obviously she got to get that queen out the way. So if she decides to go queen d8, I still got rook b1. And if you really look at this position, I feel like I got some play, and I got some compensation because of this. I mean, she obviously don't have any square to go except for knight a5, and I still have this juicy c5 pawn, which is right here. I felt like this is like pretty much like a great play for me. Like I feel as though I had great play in this position. So f5 is just, I mean, y'all can look at this yourself, but I feel like white has too much play. Have a nice c5 or the nice c pawn that'll be a pass pawn. Like I said, it's gonna have to work, but white has a lot of activity, has a lot of play. So I mean, y'all can look at the f5 yourself, but instead of going f5, obviously she saw that already, so she goes g6, and I decided to go queen h4, and she goes h5 to prevent that, and I go g4. When she went g4, she decides to go queen f6, and I take the pawn on h5, and she actually decides to take the pawn. Now, y'all probably thinking, well, why not just go queen g7 or something like that. And I was like, like really like looking at this or whatever, like just thinking like, what else what else that she could have had done. I did like the move. Maybe, I don't know, maybe bishop e2, maybe. Maybe that will get me somewhere or something. Because potentially I'm threatening f4, which is what I'm threatening. I'm threatening f4, trying to get something. If she decides to go knight c2, I do have that, king h1 that I could do. And again, the knight really, I mean, if she want to pay attention to try to like get the knight out the way, then I'm gonna just go rook g1. Simple as that. And like I said, it's a lot of play that I can do. But in this game, she actually took my pawn on h5, and I decided to go king h1. She goes queen g6. I go rook g1, trying to get that g file, and also I'm threatening to pin her queen as well, which is why she went king h8. I actually played knight e4. I played knight e4, trying to hit the queen, but also I'm trying to hit rook g5. Now, when we analyzed this position, she pretty much told me knight e6. Knight e6. Knight e6 is definitely a good move, but I guess the only reason why I didn't do queen captures e6 was probably due to the fact that if she takes the rook and I take, and she goes, I don't know, like let's say rook g8 check, king h2, and then taking my knight, I just felt like, the game would have been a lot longer, I feel. That just, I felt like the position would have been a lot longer. Bishop a6 check, king f6. I don't really have too much pieces. She actually has a knight, and she has two rooks. And yeah, I could keep checking, but she'll go king. like I said, king f7, and actually have to work for it. I feel like maybe she probably could have that defense, and that's why I didn't want to go through all that. I wanted to keep the pressure. I didn't want to give her any type of advantage or any type of defense. So with that being said, instead of going knight e6, that's why I just went knight e4. You know, and like I say, if she would have went queen captures g1 check, and I take the rook back, at least I still would have an extra piece to maybe try to get some mating attack going. You know, some matings. You know, so that's the reason why I did that. But she went knight e4, she went queen f5, and I just go rook g5, threatening rook catches h5. She decides to check me on queen f3 check, and I go king h2. She does go f6, and I go rook catches h5 check. She actually goes on king g8, and I just went knight captures d6. And I went knight captures d6 because I feel like she has no more checks. She can't check my king. My king is safe. I have too many defenders around my king, so she can't check me. She can't do anything to me. When knight catches d6, I'm preventing the king from going to king f7, so the king is going to stay on g8. Doesn't have an escape route, and by going knight captures d6, I prevent the king from going having an escape route. And the principle of when you're attacking, you want to position your piece where your piece will block your king from escaping. You know, that's one of the principles. You know, so you always gotta look at that. So obviously she saw the mate on h8, rook h8 check, king g7, then queen h6 checkmate. You know, so that's what she saw. So because she saw that, she just took my rook, and I went queen captures h5, and she went rook a d8. I go queen g6 check, and then king h8, and then bishop a6. And obviously I'm not going to go any longer with this because obviously there's nothing she could do. She obviously, she let me mate her, actually. Not really mate. I mean, it was really nothing she could do. So she just was like, you know what, tried to fight or whatever, but, you know, obviously I had too much going on. So, but yeah. So, but yeah, after bishop a6, I mean, she pretty much was like, all right, you got this. You know, and I won the game. The reason being is she goes rook g8, knight f7, checkmate. If she goes rook d7, bishop captures f8. Obviously she can't take the knight on d6 because queen g7 mate. Either way, she's getting mated. It doesn't even matter. And even if she wanted to move her knight out somewhere, I'ma still go knight f7 check. She still has to take this, and once I take, there's no way she could stop that mate on g7. So, but yeah, that was my 5th round. Definitely won that game. Definitely, y'all, man. Y'all have any questions or concern? You have any input? Please leave your comment. Please like, share. You know, comment below. Follow my page and tell other people about my page. Life is a Game of Chess. My name is Maurice Bishop, and have a good night. All right, y'all. Peace.